Good morning, MYHA Bantam Black hockey fans. We are back here on Saturday morning for Game 2 of the Woodchipper tournament, as MYHA will take on West Fargo. Starting lineup for the Spuds at center, Colton Miller. On the wings, Jet Steen and Shane Calhoff. And on defense, Garrett Blaha and Reese Oswald. Oswald lead pass up to Calhoff. Calhoff in up ahead, quick shot there, rebound shot. Oh, big save there. Steen is right on the rebound, looking to pound that in. Now to the point to Oswald. Oswald shot, misses the net, hits the glass. Moorhead settle things down. Oswald sends it into the far corner to Calhoff. And West Fargo able to control and clear out the zone. Up through center ice. Shot on temp there. Rebound, loose puck. And Steen able to pick up the loose puck and carry it out. Now for the loose puck at center ice. Calhoff will dump it in as he goes for changes. Now Mound's hogging up through center ice. He banks it off the boards up ahead. Summers in on the forecheck. Brecky holds at the blue line. Again, Brecky at the blue line. Sends it down low to Summers. Now Beckett in with it. He carries into the corner. Beckett turns, spins, gets it stolen away by West Fargo, and West Fargo clears out the center ice, where Brecky will get everybody on side. Brecky across ice near side to Hasbargen. Hasbargen up the middle. Brecky carries it through the neutral zone. Drop pass off for Mounthaugen. Now battle along the far boards. Taken away by Summers. Summers chips it low. Now West Fargo in control up along the near side. Hasbargen tries to punch it back in, but West Fargo picks up the loose puck and they'll carry it up ahead. Loose puck picked up by Brecky. You find Summers up ahead. Summers continues to power through. Spuds making changes. Summers hands it down. Copeland and Woodard down on the ice. Thrown in on net. And Davis will hang on to that and we'll get a whistle. Copeland and Oswald out on defense now. West Fargo turnover, rebound. Davis made the first save, and Woodard there to pick up the rebound. Woodard will carry it up along the left wing. Stops, pops, looks for Colton on the near side, and Colton's shot. Saved by West Fargo. Quick shot by Woodard, and that goes off the pads of the West Fargo goaltender. Now Copeland at the point. He throws it on net, gets deflected. Centering pass just outside of Woodard's reach as he gets dumped down. Colton with a centering pass. Woodard takes a stab at it, but it goes rolling into the corner. And West Fargo able to clear out the center ice. Oswald spins it back around. Toe pick there by Calhoff. Oops, sorry. West Fargo back to the other end. Oswald will leave it for Copeland. Copeland, cleared attempt, blocked by West Fargo. Now Copeland goes cross ice for Mounthaugen. Mounthaugen up through center ice. Steps through two and scores. Cam Mounthaugen with a burst of speed, and he goes coast to coast and puts the Spuds up 1-0 here, just 4 minutes into the first period. So the speed of Cam Mountaugen prevails. And West Fargo able to clear. Beckett banks it off the glass, down deep. Summers with it. Centering pass. Mountaugen with a one-timer. Goes wide of the net. Alvin Moorhead sends it back to the point. Brecky onto the near side for Beckett. Beckett's shot goes off the goalie's chest into the corner. Oh, and that's going to be a penalty coming up on Joe Summers for cross-checking. So 10:29 remaining here in the first period. Moorhead leading 1-0. West Fargo will get the first power play opportunity of the morning. Steen will take this face off. Steen and Kalhoff on the penalty kill with Oswald and Hesbargen. Quick shot there by West Fargo. Loose puck on the side of the net, and Davis finally covers it up for a whistle.
Moorhead goals scored by number 6, Cam Mountaugen, time goal for Woodchipper.
Quick shot there. Hesbargen battle for the puck, and so just like that, loose puck off the rebound, and it rolls past Davis, and West Fargo ties it up at 1-1. West Fargo banks it down deep. Waha will pick it up. Waha, leave it back for Kalhoff. Kalhoff up ahead through Steen. Steen hands it off to Colton. Colton runs it in behind the net. Steen picks up the loose puck. Now Colton in the far corner feeds it up to Brecky at the point. Brecky's pass attempt intercepted by West Fargo. And back to the center as we go. Shot on attempt from the point by West Fargo, and Davis will glove that for a whistle. Beckett wins the face-off. He'll carry it up ahead. He'll leave it for Summers. Summers up ahead. Quick shot there. Pad save by West Fargo. Brecky holds it in at the point, and West Fargo picks it out and tops it down the ice. Not enough for icing, so Brecky will have to pick it up. Brecky to Mountaugen. His pass turnover up front. West Fargo's shot goes off the glass. Second Miller. Cross ice pass up the near side to Summers. Summers up all alone. Tried to find Mountaugen streaking through the middle, and that pass didn't quite connect. Had the right idea. Beckett steals it away. Beckett leaves it for Oswald. Oswald back down low to Beckett. Beckett looking cross ice for Summers. Comes out to the point. Copeland feeds it back to Miller. Miller tries to flip one through the center of the ice to Summers, but that gets stolen away by West Fargo. Moorhead dumps it back in. Summers will give chase as the rest of his line mates go for a change. Long lead pass. Too far for anybody. Just saying it was tipped. West Fargo steals it behind the net. Now Oswald. Now Copeland behind the net. Copeland up along the far boards, gets it up to Woodard. Woodard pass way out of the reach of Kalhoff, and that'll be an icing on Moorhead. So 7:51 left here in the first period, all knotted up at one apiece. Face off coming down to the Moorhead zone. Morey controls the face-off. Copeland, lead pass up for Woodard. That trickles off his stick, so he'll have to go chase it down. Turnover, Poss, quick turnaround shot there. And goaltender has to make a quick save, and back out to center ice comes Warhead. Oswald. Reese. That pass gets intercepted. Now he'll pick up the loose puck. He'll cut through the zone. Quick shot there, and a glove save hung on to by the goaltender for the Stampede. Off the face-off, Calhoff cuts to the middle and scores. Nifty move by Calhoff. So Calhoff, quick off the face-off, steals that away and walks right across the goaltender and shoves it in the other side. And Calhoff puts the Spuds up 2-1. Summers off the face-off, hands it to Miller. Miller shoots it just wide. Mounshaugen, centering pass. That's pretty good. Gavin gets an assist, and he's not even here. Moral support. The announcer gave the assist to Gavin Welsh. Unfortunately, Gavin's not here again today. He's still dealing with an ailment. Off the face-off, West Fargo dumps it down below the net. All around the far side, Mounshaugen battles for it against up to Beckett Miller. West Fargo sends it back low. And finally, Summers picks up a loose puck. Summers got Mounshaugen up ahead. Mounshaugen in all alone. And that move doesn't work this time as the goaltender waits him out and makes a save as Mounshaugen was looking to go backhand on the far side. Summers. And the pass off to Beckett Miller. That's intercepted, and Fargo's up ahead on a breakaway. As Bargan closes, good tight shot there, taken away by Davis. Nice play there by Alex Davis. Keep this a 2-1 game. Now Summers comes back the other direction. Stolen away by West Fargo. Beckett gets it. He'll dump it into the far corner. Steen pressures fresh off the bench. Colton. Leaves it in the near corner for Steen. Toss. We got Isaac back today after he missed a game yesterday. Now up through center ice comes West Fargo. Nice play there by Reese Oswald. Now long lead pass. Gets out of everybody's reach. We got two Spuds up ahead, but I don't think either one of them can get to it. And that'll be an icing on Moorhead. Good idea. Pass just a little too far. Beckett Bell early with Summers and Mounshaugen. Face-off win by West Fargo. Shot on net. Gloved and saved by Davis. Reese out the face-off. Rolls on net. And Davis will cover it up. Coach says Summers in to take the face-off. West Fargo pitchforks it down into the corner. Osworks in the corner, along with Monshaugen. The battle of 4 Spuds down low. Nobody can get a stick on it. And penalty coming up against Moorhead. So Isaac's going to the box. I couldn't see it down low as there was a multitude of players, but with 4:16 left here in the first period, West Fargo will go on the power play again. Off the face-off, West Fargo controlled. Comes to the near side. Up there. Block is saved by Davis. And rebound scores. And power play goal number 2 for West Fargo ties it up at 2 apiece. So 4:07 left here in the first. All knotted up 2 apiece. Waha feeds one up to Colton Miller. Colton in through center ice. Colton leaves a drop pass. Comes to the point to Brecky. Brecky's shot. Pad save. On 2 by the goaltender.
Cooper Miller, assisted by number 9, Olin Reinertz, title goal, 10:53 of the first.
Fargo clears out to the point. And goes off of Blaha's stick. And Brecky will settle things down and get everybody back on side. Brecky to Steen. Steen up ahead to Colton Miller. Puck batted out of the air. Colton, quick shot and scores. Sorry, missed that one. Colton Miller put the Spuds back in the lead. And it's a 3-2 lead for Moorhead. Oswald leaves it off the board for Monshaugen. Now Oswald, long lead pass up for Summers. He chips it into the zone. He'll give chase. Centering pass, Beckett. Quick shot there. Gets deflected wide of the net. Now Colton will chip in. Quick shot, rebound, and Monshaugen puts it in the back of the net. The original shot was from Beckett Miller at the point. Monshaugen there to tap in the rebound. And it's a 4-2 lead for Moorhead. Number 2 this period for Cam. 2:55 left here in the first period.
Moorhead goal scored by number 6, Cam Monshaugen, assisted by number 11.
Beckett up ahead, 2-on-1 with Summers. Summers, centering pass, Monshaugen shooting scores. And that's a heady for Monshaugen here in this first period. Summers was the initial shot. And Spuds now lead 5-2. Puck at center ice, picked up by Oswald. Oswald banks it up in your board for Summers. Summers walks in. Is a poke checked away. Centering pass gets through everybody, and Reese will have to come back to center ice to pick it up. Reese spins around in his own zone. He'll go cross ice for Monshaugen. Monshaugen chips it up the board to Beckett. Back to Monshaugen. Over the near side for Copeland. Copeland and Oswald tangled up. West Fargo throws it in deep. Monshaugen throws it up the near board. That's picked up by West Fargo. Now Beckett able to pick it up and ship it out to center ice. Summers in up ahead, all alone as the rest of his teammates make changes. Summers centering pass. Colton cutting down the lane. Can't get a stick on it. Battle on the far side. Summers able to finally pick it up and hand it off to Brecky at the point. Brecky, shot, rebound, tip shot scored by Colton Miller. Or maybe it was Summers. They were both in on there. Summers looked like he's. So 135 left here in the first period. Spuds now with a 6-2 lead. As Morgan gets it on the near side to Cal Hoff. Quick shot there, Reese puck. Cal Hoff crashes the net, but West Fargo able to come out with it and carried up through center ice. Poke checked away by Landon Hasbargen. Hasbargen from his knees chips it into the zone. Throw the shot on net there. Rebound. Hasbargen with the rebound. Couple of quick chances there in front of the net. Down to 1 minute remaining here in the first period. West Fargo clears it over to the far side. Calhoff steals it away. He waits for his teammates to get onside. Now he'll carry it in. He'll spin around. He'll go far side for Brecky. Brecky loses an edge. Now West Fargo at center ice. Up through the blue line. Poke checked away by one Spud. Quick shot there. That goes wide of the net. 24 seconds remaining. Poke checked away. Beckett banks it up off the glass, but not out. And Hasbargen tries to get it cleared out. That one throws softly on net. Davis sticks it to the side. Hasbargen tries to bank it off the glass, and finally Beckett flips it out. Moves ahead. Summers, 2-1. And he scores, but no goal. He waited too long. Nice move by Joe Summers to put one in the back of the net, but that one does not count as that was after. So after one period of play, Moorhead leads West Fargo 6-2. We'll get a quick minute timeout here, and we'll go on pause and ready for period number 2. And we're ready to start period number 2. Right off the gate, Spuds carried into the zone. Davis, or Steen throws a shot on net. Cal Hoff gets the stick knocked out of his hands. Steen races along the boards. West Fargo able to chip it out through the center ice and back to Blaha. Blaha will send it back up ahead. Pass off the mark. Centering pass. Quick shot there and a glove save by Davis. Brecky from behind his goal line. Now Becker picks up the puck behind his net. His lead pass to Mounthausen goes all the way out to the point. West Fargo walks in along the face-off circle. Dumps it in behind the net. Now it's back to the far side. And Beckett able to not able to punch it free. And finally, Hasbargen there to kick it out of the zone. Now there's a battle here right along the boards. Brecky picks up the loose puck. Now he gets it up ahead to Summers. Brecky chips it in. He'll continue giving chase. He centers it to Beckett and deflects off his stick to the near board. West Fargo banks it up ahead. The back check there by Joe Summers as he gets Ben to take that puck away on the odd man rush. And West Fargo chips that into the zone, but that'll be an offsides on the Stampede. 13:22 left here in the second. Spuds lead 6-2. First period goals. Cam Mounthausen with a hat trick. Colton Miller with one. Colton Miller with two. And Kane Kalhoff with one. Face-off comes out to West Fargo. They throw it on net, and Davis will glove it and hang on to it. Colton Miller the face-off. West Fargo wins it. From the point, they send it in low. Copeland battles behind the net. Downey playing a little more defense again here today. Colton gets it over to Kalhoff. And Kalhoff up ahead to Steen. Jet Steen up ahead. He waits for support. He tries to find Kalhoff cut into the net and sneaks through the crease. Loose puck in front of the net. West Fargo, quick shot there. Davis with a save. Now Copeland from behind the net. He tries to bank it up to Steen. Steen tries to clear, but West Fargo holds at the point, and Moorhead struggling to get this puck out of the zone. And to Kalhoff, and Kalhoff with some room to skate. Kalhoff up ahead, 2-on-1-3. Sidestep move there by Kalhoff. He works it in low, gives it to Steen. Steen battles in the corner. Now it comes out to the point to Copeland. Copeland throws it into the far corner. Oswald pinches in to hold. Now Oswald will spin around the top of the blue line. He'll hand it off to Colton. West Fargo controls on the corner. Woodard fresh off the bench. Woodard throws it on net. The West Fargo defenders there to chip it wide. Now Beckett in the corner. Loose puck comes to Oswald at the point. Oswald throws it on net and gloved and hung on to by the Stampede goaltender. Loose puck at the faceoff circle. Brecky at the point. He goes far side to Woodard. Woodard tried to find Beckett cutting down the middle, but Brecky gets it out through center. Up ahead all the way to Summers. Summers then up ahead. Shot there goes wide. Brings all the way around to the near side. Brecky will pick it up in center ice. He'll hand it off to Beckett. Beckett back over to Brecky. Brecky up the far side through Oswald. Oswald carries it in wide. Centering pass. Gets through everybody. Brecky steps up to help out, but West Fargo picks up the loose puck. They'll dump it in deep. Oswald hustles back for it. Centering pass. Davis with the save. Brecky was tying up his man, and Beckett will tip that out through center ice. And that one's going to go the distance for an icing, just as going to reach the distance. So 10:02 remaining here in the second period. All the scoring took place in the first period. 6 by Moorhead, 2 by West Fargo. Both West Fargo goals were power play goals. Colton wins the faceoff back to Oswald. He loses in front of the net, but Waha's there to take it away. Jet chips it up ahead to Colton. Colton continues to put pressure for it. West Fargo with the loose puck at the blue line. They'll get up through center ice and dump it in. Waha behind his own goal line. West Fargo tries to throw a centering pass, but that's left lane on the side of the net, and Davis will cover that up for a whistle. Oswald coming behind his net. Gets it to Kalhoff. That passes off the mark, but it clears out the center ice. And West Fargo will have to get back on side. West Fargo dumps it into the far corner. Kalhoff now goes on to the near side. Jet works along the near wall. Now Oswald supports. He sends it on the board for Kalhoff. Kalhoff leaves it for Colton. And Colton centering pass out of the reach of Steen. Steen continues on the forecheck. And West Fargo will retreat to their own zone, and Moorhead will make changes. Kalhoff steals that away. He dumps it in low. West Fargo back out to center ice. Oswald spins around as he gets everybody on side. He can't find a passing lane, so he'll skate it through. Quick shot there, blocker save. Rebound comes just outside of the reach of Mounthaugen. Mounthaugen leaves it for Blaha. Blaha. Stop. Gets it taken away by West Fargo. Now Brecky with the puck in his own end. He leaves it for Mounthaugen, who gets it up to Summers. Summers with Woodard. Drop pass cut for the way. Mounthaugen steals it. And loose puck on net, covered up by the Stampede goaltender. Woodard centering pass, taken away by West Fargo. Now Mounthaugen gets on top of it. Summers from behind the net finds Mounthaugen. His shot flips up and over the net. Now Brecky at the point holds it in. He feeds it over to Hasbargen. Hasbargen's shot. Save there. Summers picks it up in the near corner. He finds Mounthaugen in front. Mounthaugen's backhander. Deflected away by a defender. Now Mounthaugen works in the corner. He's centering pass to Woodard. Now it's out to Hasbargen at the point. Hasbargen's blast, rebound. Picked up by the West Fargo defender. He carried up along the near boards. West Fargo will dump it in at the red line. Has Bargain's pass up ahead. Gets deflected. And Moorhead clears out the center ice. And West Fargo will flip that in the zone offside as they desperately wanted to make some changes. 6:47 left here in the second period. Still 6-2 lead for Moorhead. All the scoring coming in the first period. Steen will take this face off. He gets it over to Calhoff. Calhoff will lead the rush up the right side. He gets it poke checked away from him. So Colton will send it back to D to Copeland. Now Copeland feeds it up to Oswald. Oswald with a quick rush and a shot. Save, and now a penalty call. And we got a slashing call coming against West Fargo. I didn't see that one. So Moorhead now goes on the power play. Moorhead doesn't know who to send out there. Laha steps into the face-off. He wins it back to Hasbargen. Hasbargen over the top side for Colton. Colton down low to Calhoff. Dean tries to step up, but West Fargo's able to clear. And that'll go for an icing. So power play unit for Moorhead here is Calhoff, Steen, and Colton Miller, along with Hasbargen and Blaha. So Calhoff will take this face off on his back end. He wins it back to Colton. So Colton and Hasbargen playing at the point. Calhoff and Steen working on the wings. Blaha working in front of the net. Colton down low to Steen. Now Calhoff. Centering pass. Pops through the neutral zone and Hasbargen up to come back to pick it up. Hasbargen up along the near side. Blaha leaves it for Steen. Steen carries it in. He leaves it for Colton. Floods will set up their power play unit. Calhoff down low to Steen. Steen gets it over to Hasbargen on the near side. Hasbargen has to flip it in low. Brings all the way around to the far side to Steen. Picked up by Calhoff. Calhoff, quick shot there. Rebound goes wide of the net. And West Fargo able to clear. West Fargo on a breakaway up ahead. Shot and scored. So a short-handed goal here for West Fargo with 5:02 remaining here in the second period. So this power play unit is Brecky, Oswald, Mounshaugen, Beckett, and Summers. Beckett down in the corner. Feeds it back up to the top to Oswald. I get poke checked away, and he has to get everybody on side. Oswald carries it in deep. Throws a sharp angled shot, and goaltender will glove that and hang on to it with just 8 seconds remaining here in the power play. Mounshausen wins it. Quick shot there. Pad save. And West Fargo back to full strength as Brecky will retreat to his own end to pick up the loose puck.
Yeah, where's the call it now? I got a freaking puck in the area.
Brecky in his own zone. Loose puck up through center ice, picked up by Oswald. Oswald chips it up to Beckett. Steen picked up the puck along the boards. Now Summers battles for it below the goal line. And West Fargo able to clear, and that'll be the distance for icing. 3:31 left here in the second period. Colton Miller in takes his face off. It leaves it for Steen. Steen out of the point to Copeland. Copeland tries a threat a shot through, but that gets hit by a defender. And West Fargo works back through the neutral zone. Oswald gets to it down low. West Fargo tries to dump it in deep. That goes off of Calhoff into the far board. Loose puck, turnover. That goes off the crossbar. And finally, Calhoff and corrals it, and he'll carry it up through center ice. Calhoff spins through. Looking to thread a pass on the near side to Steen, but couldn't get through a defender. Now Oswald. Oswald will dump it deep.
There's one.
Penalties upcoming here. Looks like we're going to have matching penalties here between Colton Miller and number 15 for West Fargo.
Center ice.
2:36 remaining here in the first. Still 5-on-5 here with the matching minors. West Fargo clears up the center ice. Spins around low. West Fargo looking for a centering pass. Woodard unable to clear. Now Woodard blocks that dumping attempt, and Brecky picks up the loose puck. Summers in up ahead. Throws a shot on net. And goaltender's got squeezed underneath his pad.
Actually, I left it.
Loose puck comes to Brecky at the point. West Fargo in with it low, and they're looking for a long lead pass. That's going to be out of everybody's reach, and that'll be an icing. Bringing the face-off back down to the West Fargo end. .151 remaining here in the second period. Spuds leading 6-3. Beckett wins the face-off in low. Quick turnaround shot there, goes off of a body. Loose in front of the net. Nobody can get a stick on it. Toss dumps it in. Toss throws another shot in. That goes off a shin guard. Austin Beckett battle along the boards here to keep it in, and they do. Now Woodard will give chase down low. And West Fargo finally dumps it out to center ice. Isaac spins around in his own zone. He'll hand it off to Brecky. His long lead pass intercepted. West Fargo carries it in. Brecky with a brush off the puck and lead pass up to Summers. Summers up ahead one-on-one. Gets a poke checked away. Woodard on the support. His backhander just goes wide of the net. Now Summers in the corner. Now loose puck picked up by Woodard. Woodard steals it away. Tries to feed it to Kalhoff. That was out of his reach. And West Fargo's content to clear it down the ice. And that'll roll on end all the way down for icing with 36 seconds remaining here in the second period. 6-3 lead for the Spuds here with 36 seconds remaining in period number 2. Colton wins the faceoff back to Blaha. Blaha's shot. Save there. Rebound comes loose. Spuds from behind the net. Colton looking for a centering pass. That gets deflected. Now Steen picks it up. Colton battles front of the net. West Fargo clears to the corner. Now West Fargo on the far board. 17 seconds remaining. Up ahead. Centering pass. That goes off of Oswald's stick and just about went to the side of the net. Now Oswald. That's Kalhoff. 5 seconds remaining. Kalhoff sidesteps through, and that's the end of period number 2. So after 2 complete periods of play, Moorhead leads West Fargo 6-3. We'll go on mute here for about 10 minutes as we're going to get a Zamboni break, and we'll come back for period number 3.
All right, fans, I'd apologize for the delay in the start of the third period here. Our trusty cameraman must have got lost in this large, expansive Fargo Parks District facility.
Don't worry, I just told them all you got stuck in the bathroom.
West Fargo clears it onto the far side. Oswald holds it in, centering pass to Calhoff. That pops off his stick. Hasbargen steps up. Hasbargen throws it off the side of the iron. And West Fargo clears out to center ice. Hasbargen gets everybody on side. He'll dump it in as Moorhead goes for changes. And goaltender will cover that up for a whistle. Toss at the point. He dumps it to the far side. And West Fargo will pick it up and clear out the center ice. Turned around by Mounthaugen. Mounthaugen chips it ahead. He'll leave it for Summers. Summers now pushes low into the corner. Beckett along the boards. It's his pocket pick. And West Fargo clears out through center ice. 1-on-1. Brecky pushes wide to the corner. West Fargo looking for a centering pass. That goes off the mark. Quick shot there. Goes wide of everybody. And Summers leads the charge up ahead for Moorhead. Summers cuts through. Leaves it for Beckett. It's stolen away by West Fargo. Now Steen picks up the loose puck. Steen throws it behind the net. Summers gives it to Beckett. Beckett at the faceoff circle. Spins around to Copeland at the top. And West Fargo picks it. 2-on-1. Poke checked away by Oswald. Nice plays by Reese. And now Beckett moves behind the net. He finds Summers up through the middle. Summers tries to leave a drop pass for Steen. Now Colton, fresh off the bench, pushes it into the zone. And puck clock free to the near side. Donnie Copeland gives a rush. Copeland gets it low to Colton. Shot and scored. Colton Miller with the goal as he shoves one in the top corner. And Spuds now leads 7-3 with 9:41 left here in the third period. West Fargo off the faceoff, goes in tight. Sharp angle shot saved by Davis. Now Oswald from behind his own net. Gets it to Kelhoff. He cannot connect with Colton, so Colton will go back to his D partner and slide things around. Now up through center ice is Calhoff. Calhoff skates into the corner. Quick shot there. Pad save. Rebound comes to Oswald on the far side.
Let's go score by number 4, Isaac Boss. Have a goal by 19 third.
Points being spread all around today on the Moorhead bench. Isaac gets credit for that goal. I don't think he was even on the ice. Summers, quick out the face-off shot, rebound, and Woodard on the doorstep pounds one in, and the Spuds take an 8-3 lead. .9:03 remaining here in the third. Summers out the face-off kick, shoots and scores. Joe Summers with another goal.
Tough for the goalie. On the ice for 3 seconds.
So new goalie for West Fargo. His save percentage is not doing well so far. Now Moorhead with a 6-goal lead. Should put us into running time here for this third period if Moorhead can contain this. Beckett chips into the near corner. Waha holds at the point. Now Beckett. Beckett throws one in on net, and that goes, finds a hole and finds its way in. Loose puck at the point, has Bargain. His shot deflected off a stick up into the netting out of play. 8 minutes remaining here in the third. Moorhead leads 10-3.
Sustained.
Good hustle back by Hasbargen.
Goal scored by number 12, goal unassisted scored by number 11, Isaac.
That one was Joe Summers. Puck loose along the near boards. Commanding 10-3 lead here for Moorhead. Fargo up through center ice. Up and across the blue line. Copeland pushes a shot wide, and Davis will glove that and hang on to it for a whistle. Face off. Controlled by Fargo. Copeland able to chip it out to center ice. West Fargo gets onside, and then they dump it in offside. Beckett down below the goal line. Now he feeds up the point to Brecky. Shot there, deflected into the corner. Summers will pick it up. He'll feed it up to Copeland at the top. And this one will go the distance for an icing. Loss holding it at the blue line. He dumps it in. This goes wide of the net. West Fargo clears. Oswald at the point. He throws a shot on net. And that one's gloved and hung on to. We'll get a West Fargo zone faceoff with 4:20 left here in the third period. Faceoff. Quick shot there by Kalhoff. Deflects up into the glass. Foss. Works it in down low. West Fargo clears on the boards. Kalhoff holds it there. And West Fargo able to clear, but Oswald unable to hold it in. And he'll hustle back to pick it up. Oswald from behind his own net. Gets the poke checked away. Now Foss will pick it up behind the goal line. Davis leaves over the near side for Kalhoff. Warhead unable to clear. West Fargo's a sharp angled shot. Goes off the shoulder of Davis. Centering pass. It's deflected to the boards. Kalhoff gets it up to Woodard. He's able to clear it up ahead. Dean will hustle up ahead for it. Jet. He's in all alone as his teammates are making changes. Shot there. That shot just goes wide. Nifty little move there by Jet. It was kind of a 1-on-4 opportunity. He does a great job of holding the zone while his teammates make changes. Now he'll go for a change. Beckett spins around the top. He finds Mounthausen cutting in. Mounthausen shot saved by the Stampede goaltender. Now Hasbargen goes cross ice for Blaha. Blaha sends one cross ice to Hasbargen. His shot high into the glass. Now Beckett at the point. Beckett leaves it for Hasbargen. Hasbargen tries to get it back to Beckett, but that's deflected away. And West Fargo able to chip it out to center ice. Beckett banks it off the glass. Hasbargen will shove it in, but that'll be offsides on Moorhead with 2 minutes remaining here in the third. Don't forget to join us for our second game today as we take on Spring Lake Park Coon Rapids at 2:45. I think 2:45 this afternoon is our second game. Go to the old H.A. Thompson. Mounthausen makes a tackle from behind, and he'll get to spend the rest of the game in the bench, in the penalty box. Time running down to 1:15. Face off will come down to the left of Davis. Quick shot there, saved by Davis. West Fargo player tried to bat it out of midair. Now Blaha holds it in low behind the goal line. West Fargo at the point. They throw a shot. Davis tries to glove that. It goes off to the corner. West Fargo sets up their power play below the goal line. West Fargo from the blue line dumps it in low into the corner. Now over the boards. Quick shot there. That goes wide of the net. Rings all the way around to the near side. Cross ice to his D partner. And he'll dump it in, and that'll end this one here as Moorhead defeats West Fargo 10-3. So join us again this afternoon at 2:45 as we take on Spring Lake Park Coon Rapids. So from the new Fargo Park Sports Center, so long everyone, and we'll see you this afternoon at the rink.